Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Ramos from At the Quarter Pole, and I have my Breeders' Cup workouts for 10/28 to the 29th. And my first workout, ladies and gentlemen, would be Wonder Wheel. Ran a half a mile at 48 and 4 fifths. Other workouts for that day on the 28th was Mo Stats at 5 furlongs at 1 minute and three. Forte ran 6 furlongs and 1:14 and 3 fifths. Lost Ark 6 furlongs and 1:14 and 3 fifths. Manny Wall, the Breeders' Cup Sprint horse, will be ran 4 furlongs and 47 and 2 fifths. Chocolate Gelato Ink Company ran 4 furlongs and 4 furlongs and 50 and 4 fifths. Raging Sea ran 4 furlongs and 48 and 2 fifths. Free Look at 48 and 2 fifths. Slammed, the horse from New Mexico, ran 5 furlongs and 101 3 fifths. The horse that looked mighty impressive for the 28th was Chocolate Gelato, running on the inside of the track, looked really good, running for the top electric barn. Other workouts that were really good was also for the day was Raging Sea, running 4 and 48 4 fifths, had his color out, looked really dappled out at the racetrack, looked really good for the workouts on the 28th, which was Friday. I have other workouts I got to go through for the 29th as I skip through this page. Excuse me. Workouts for the 29th. And we had Flightline going 7/8 of a mile at 1:26 and 1. Mike Welch from the DRF had him clocked at a mile at 1:40 at 3 fifths. This is all Mike Welch's work. I'm just going through it in case nobody saw Mike Welch on YouTube. So props to him for all his works. I'm just reiterating his workouts today on my own channel if you need any information for the workouts for the Breeders' Cup. Also, Life is Good ran 7 furlongs, exactly the same time as Flightline. It's 7/8 of a mile and 1:26 and 1. But at the mile at 1:40 flat. Hot Rod Charlie's been looking good all weekend. Ran 5/8 of a mile and 1 minute and 1 fifth. Doug O'Neill's taking a different approach than he did last year. Looks like he's bringing them up a little bit, not as fast as workouts as he had those 2 bullets last year. He's bringing them up a little slower. Also, Malathat ran with company with Ness. And Malathat was going around the same thing with Ness at 50 and 4 fifths. Malathat was clocked at 49 3 fifths. Outran his stablemate by almost a full second. But Pletcher's not really looking a lot of work in this horse right now until, of course, a big race day. Search Results ran 5 furlongs and 101 and 2 fifths. Awake at Midnight also had a 5 furlong work, 101 and 1 fifth. Stayed on his left lead a lot. Didn't want to change leads, but he still worked out really well. Blazing Sevens is everybody's wise guy's pick right now for the juvenile. I don't think he's good enough to beat Cave Rock, but he ran 47 and 3 on Saturday. Jack Christopher ran a solid 4 furlong work at 48 and 2 fifths. And my last work I have noted for me is Domestic Spending. Domestic Spending is from the Chad Brown barn. Has been away from the race for quite a long time. Ran 5 furlongs and 1:02 and 2 fifths. Now, visually looking at horses run over the weekend, the horse that really is really doing well at the track would be Hot Rod Charlie. Of course, I'm not playing Hot Rod Charlie, not even in the exotics right now. I'm still sick with Olympiad, but he is really looking really good at the track the last 2 days. O'Neill's taking a different approach on this horse, as I mentioned earlier, and he is going to be maybe a semi-contender for second or third. I don't think he'll beat Olympiad, neither of the other 2 horses mentioned, Flightline or Life is Good. I think he's a solid horse, but not in G Company, not against these horses this year. The other horse looking good on the track was Malathat. He looked good last year when he ran in the Breeders' Cup distaff. But that 49 and 3 is a good work, a really good work. He's going on the ground really well. Blazing Sevens, as reported just a couple of minutes before, again, is really taken to the track at Keeneland Racetrack. Ran his last work at 47 and 3. Jack Christopher ran a solid 4-3 at 48 and 2. Didn't ask him a lot. He did a good workout. Looks not the best of the top picks that I picked up, but so far so good. And just to mention another workout I forgot to put in there was Golden Pal. Ran 5 furlongs and 104 and 4 fifths. And Mike Welch from the DRF reported the track was being a little bit on the tough side, and they had rain 10 o'clock, I believe, either yesterday morning or today, And so they're picking up moisture. The track has not been as a firm track. So the times on the turf course are going to be a lot slower than they are. Just undertaken on the safe side and taking precautions of the racetrack itself. And that is my work report for 1028 and 1029 from the Keeneland racetrack. Also, many thanks to the DRF for giving me information. I could post this again on YouTube. And this is James Ramos at the Quarter Pole. Have a good evening, folks.